Hello and welcome to episode 11 of Emulating the Master. Yes, welcome back to episode 11 of Emulating the Master. I'm Wes, and on today's episode we'll be taking on Queen's Park Rangers and Millwall in the Sky Bet Championship. Now, when you last left us, we had just beaten Brighton and Nottingham Forest. We then followed that up with a 3-0 away loss to Ipswich, and followed that one up with a 2-2 draw against Birmingham, where we were actually quite lucky to draw because we were down to 10 men. Bengi got himself sent off after 64 minutes, but we did go ahead with an 89th minute goal from Wilfred Bonney, but we couldn't hold on, and Birmingham equalised in the 90th minute, which sent us away with just a point. We then lost 1-0 to Brentford at home, and in our last game we beat Blackpool 2-0. Again, we went down to 10 men in this game. Carnahan got himself sent off, but goals from Paul McShane and Lucas Lima sent us home with all 3 points. So we go into today's match against QPR, sitting in 12th place in the Championship on 28 points, which means we're only 3 points behind Norwich in 6th, who occupy the last playoff place, and we are 12 points off of Preston, who are in first with a game in hand on Leeds in second. So since you've been gone, we've had Wilfred Bonney score quite a few goals. He's our leading goal scorer on 7 goals, highest on average rating of 7.25, and most player of the match awards with 3. Lucas Lima leading the way on assists with 4. And a best pass completion from Tom Carroll at 86%. We have had a slight change in tactic again after the loss from Ipswich and the draws and the loss to Brentford. I decided to change the tactic again slightly to try and get the best out of what we've got and try and keep climbing the table. Because at one point we were in 8th place, only a few points behind the playoffs, and obviously, due to losing 2 games and a draw, we have slipped down to 12th. So we need to be winning more games now and pushing on. We've got the January transfer window coming up, so hopefully we'll be able to bring in some new players to strengthen in the positions where we are weak. We do have another goalkeeper coming in. Well, I've already agreed the fee and the contract with him. The signing will go through on the 1st of January. More on that in the next episode, because we will be coming back in January when the transfer window's open, and I'll explain more then. So on to our first game of today against QPR at home. Okay, so as you can see, we've gone for a slightly different formation to what we had. We've gone for a 2-5-2-1 formation. We're a bit more defensive now because we have started conceding a few more goals, and I want to try and stop that from happening, because as long as we don't concede, we should be fine. Okay, so here's the starting 11 for the match against QPR. We've got Fabianski in goal, centre-backs of Long and McShane, with Paid and Marin as the wing-back. Defensive midfielders of Rocamessa, and a debut today for Cristoforo. Ozcan playing in central midfield, and Lucas Lima and Jamie Walker playing in just behind Diafra Sakho. We have tried with Bonney up front on his own. He doesn't seem to play well up front on his own, whereas Sakho does, so he gets the nod today. I don't like playing with just one striker. I've never really been able to get it to work properly, so hopefully this will work. On the bench we've got Josh Sheehan, Matthew Pennington, Sam Clucas, James Wilson, Tom Carroll, Conor Grant and Wilfred Bonney, playing on a standard mentality, flexible team shape with drop deeper and a higher tempo as the only team instruction. Going on to the game. Hopefully we'll be able to pick up a win. We are favourites for this match, despite losing the last game. Oh no, we won our last game against Blackpool. A win for us might even see us go up towards the playoffs, or into the playoffs, because a win for us, and it won't see us go into the playoffs. It will see us sit just behind the playoffs. We've got plenty of possession at 63% possession at the moment. Not so many shots. We've only had 2 in the first 30 minutes, neither of which are on target. No highlights so far. Where do QPR sit at the moment? QPR QPR are 21st, so we should be winning this game. First highlight of the game, Fabianski plays it all the way out to Paid. Paid run down the wing, plays it inside to Ozgan. Ozgan to Walker, plays it back to Cristoforo, plays it back, and Sacco just shoots wide. Passing it around nicely in the midfield. Just need to get a few more shots on target, because we've only had the one in the first half so far. Looks like we're going to be going in at 0-0 at half time. But it's been a solid performance so far. Marin not having the best of games, neither are Mesa or Paid. I'm going to say that I'm not happy with the performance because I want to see more from them. Maybe I should go up to control, seeing as we have got better possession. See if we can push on a bit more, but we are playing a very defensive formation. Looks like we're going to have to defend this one. QPR working their way forward. And that's 1-0. We're 1-0 down. That's not good. I did change that to control before, and that may have resulted in us losing that goal there. I mean, our defenders aren't having a very good game. McShane's on a 6.9, but other than that, I mean, Kevin Long's on a 6.4. Marin's on a 6.4. Rocker Messa's having a terrible game since he's come back from injury. He's not been the same sort of player, and now it looks like we're defending again. Marin wins the ball back, plays it forward to Sacco. Can we hit them on the break? Sacco to Walker. Crosses it into Sacco at the back post, and he's scored. He's equalised for us 63 minutes in. That's the equaliser. We need to go on now and push forward, get a winner. Good ball from Sacco to Walker. And then Walker drifts wide, and a brilliant ball into Sacco at the back post, who had just a tap in. I think we're going to have to make some changes soon. Their goalkeeper's picked up a knock. That could be crucial. We've won the ball back again. Walker plays it up to Sacco, who loses out. And are they going to break back at us now? No, Paid intercepts, but we can't keep hold of the ball. McShane wins it back, just lumps it forward. And now they're through again, and they've just hit the post. And again, just another lumped ball clear. We need to make some changes. We are struggling at the moment. Cristoforo is knackered. He wasn't on full fitness when I brought him in, so he's probably going to have to come off, which is a shame because he's having a decent game. 6.8, but I don't know if I can risk. In fact, no, I'm going to leave him on because Mesa is having an awful game. I'm going to bring on Connor Grant for him, but I'm going to switch things around a bit. I'm going to push Walker wide, bring Grant up into the centre of midfield alongside Ozgan, and I think we're going to a bit of a strange formation, I know, but we're struggling at the minute for players. Sebastian Jung's injured, so I can't bring him in at right back. Bengi's suspended. I think I'm going to have to play something like this, hope that it works. In fact, no, I'm going to put it back like that. Walker's having a very good game. He's our best player at the moment with the assist for Sacco. I'm going to switch Connor Grant to an advanced playmaker on support. But that means we've got two advanced playmakers. No, I'm going to put him again. I'm going to put him as a box-to-box midfielder on support. We'll go with that for now, see how that works out, because we need to push forward and score again. Hopefully with a bit more bulk in midfield, we'll just crowd them out, but at the same time they could be getting in each other's way. I'm going to switch on to attacking for the last 10 minutes. Walker's just been booked, so I've noticed while I'm trying to make a change here. I should really pause. I don't want to bring Sacco off. I'll tell you what, I'm going to bring off Lucas Lima for Bonnie, and then I'm going to play Sacco on the right as a advanced forward, and then Bonnie as his usual target man on support. Pull Walker into the middle, so we're playing a sort of diamond in midfield with wing backs. See if that helps. I need to change some of the team instructions really. Let's have a look. Team instructions. Pump ball into the box. Be more expressive. Much more closing down. And that's just a lump ball over the top, and they're through, and they've just shot wide. We've got 5 minutes of added time to go and grab this winner. They're dithering around with it at the back, and that's not good. Grant played it forward to Bonnie. Bonnie plays it up towards Sacco, but can't find him. Paid into Sacco this time, and Sacco has just put us ahead in stoppage time. We've still got 4 more minutes of stoppage time to be played, but that was a fantastic goal from Sacco. He's been absolutely fantastic since we brought him in. He might be one we have to try and make permanent. We want to try and keep him because he's been on fire for us. Right, now I'm going to switch it back on to counter, just so we're not take off pump ball into the box. I'll put get stuck in on lower the tempo, shorter passing, and I'm going to turn be more expressive off, just so that we can try and hold this lead. Looks like Cristoforo's picked up a knock. That's not good. I don't know if we've got any substitutions left. But we're down to 10 men at the moment while Cristoforo's off the field. Big ball forward from Fabianski to Marin. Plays it into Ozgan. Ozgan tries to play it forward. Grant with the ball now. Forward to Sacco. Sacco crosses to Bonnie, and Walker has put us 3-1 up. It's his first goal for the club. He's had a fantastic game, Walker. He's only recently come into the side since the change of tactic. He hasn't played for us all season really, and this is only his second or third appearance, and he's been absolutely fantastic. And I got him on a free transfer, remember, from Hearts during last season. And that's got to put the game beyond all doubt. We're well over our stoppage time allowance now. 2 minutes over, in fact, and that's it. And we've just beaten QPR 3-1. A great game. 2 goals from Sacco and 1 from Walker. An 8.8 from Sacco. Absolutely fantastic. Jamie Walker very close to him on an 8.7. Assist and a goal from him today. That was a great win. Very pleased with your performance. And I wonder where that puts us in the table. That's put us up to 10th place on 31 points. We're only 1 point behind Derby now in 6th place. So we're edging closer each week to the playoffs. We're still 12 points behind Preston. We're having the season of their lives. 13 wins, 4 draws. That's some going from Preston. Leeds also having a good season. We need to be pushing up and getting up there with them. Okay, so we're ready for our next game against Millwall away from home. This is our starting 11 for that game. Only one change to speak of. Tom Carroll's come in for the injured Cristoforo. So we've gone with a starting 11 of Fabianski in goal, Long and McShane as the centre-backs, Paid and Marin as the wing-backs, defensive midfielders of Rockemessa, Tom Carroll, Ozcan in the centre of midfield, and Lucas Lima and Walker playing in behind Sacco. On the bench we have Sheehan, Pennington, Clucas, Wilson, Eras, Grant and Bonnie. Wilson is carrying a slight injury, but it's unlikely he's going to feature today, as we do have Bonnie on the bench as well, in case Sacco needs to come off. So we're playing on a standard mentality with drop deeper and a higher tempo as the only team instructions. Millwall were in 16th going into this game, so hopefully we should be able to pick the win up again and push on for those playoffs. But we shall see. We will be relying on other results around us. And it looks like Millwall are getting the first highlight. They've played it forward. We need to defend well here. They've crossed it in and it's gone wide. So it's some good defending there. We're playing away from home, so we're not expecting to have as much of the possession today. Lima with the ball, plays it forward to Paid, up to Sacco, and Sacco loses out. Just got crowded out there. It's the only problem with playing with one striker. They do tend to get crowded out, and I do realise we've just gone 1-0 down. 7 minutes in, they hit us on the break, and it was just Sacco losing the ball, and they just ran straight at us, put the ball in, and despite the fact that we had defenders in there, he managed to get a free header and score. So that's poor defending from us. We have had more of the possession despite being away from home. Maybe one of the plus points of this formation, we do tend to hold on to possession a lot more. So I'm going to go to control and I'm going to say pump ball into the box, because that seemed to work against QPR. So hopefully it will work against Millwall as well. We need to have some more shots on target. Well, some more shots would be nice. Sacco with the ball. Walker through on goal and puts it just wide. That was unlucky. Walker should have done better there. He had a really good game last time out and he's not playing as well today. I know it's only early on. We've had more shots on target and more of the possession, so we're being mugged at the moment by Millwall. So we've gone in at half time 1-0 down. I'm going to say I'm disappointed. Show me something else. We need to get up there, we need to score. And once again we're going to have to come from behind to try and win this. A loss would see us drop down back down to 12th and put us 4 points behind the playoffs, so we really do need a win today. But it doesn't seem to be forthcoming. I'm going to switch us on to attacking because we are outplaying Millwall. I'm going to put much more closing down, get stuck in and be more expressive on the team instructions, see if that makes any difference. We've had 14 shots to their 5. It's how have we not scored? Right, time for some changes, I think. I'm going to have to push some more players forward. Tom Carroll's going to come into the centre of midfield as a deep line playmaker on defend, and Ozcan is going to go as a box-to-box midfielder on support. Messer, again, not having the best of games. He just hasn't been the same since he came back from injury. Walker's having a terrible game, so I'm going to bring him off. Put Bonnie on as a target man on support. Bring Sacco across and play Lucas Lima in like that. Again, we're going with that diamond. We seem to be playing a bit better with that diamond, so maybe that might be a future tactic for us there. We need to get forward and we need to be scoring. We've had plenty of shots on target. We've just been wasteful. With 10 minutes left, we're still not scored. We haven't even had a highlight since I made those changes. I'm going to go for more direct passing, hit early crosses. I'm going to push them up a bit. I'm going to say take more risks. We've had 18 shots. We are being mugged by Millwall, really are being mugged. I've never known a team have so many shots, and now Sacco's picked up an injury. That's not what we wanted. We're going to have to bring James Wilson on, despite the fact that he's carrying an injury. Hopefully Sacco won't be out for too long. What is it? It's a potential groin injury. That's not good. I'm going to make another substitution while I can. I'm going to bring Connor Grant on for Ozcan. There's nothing else I can really do. We've not played well, and that was ridiculous. I'm far from pleased. I mean, I don't understand how we can have a game like we did against QPR, where we didn't play as well, but still we didn't have as many shots, but we still won 3-1. And then we have all those shots against Millwall and can't even score. Sacco's out for 4 to 7 weeks. That's not good. And the board have requested a meeting to discuss my future. Great, we're going to have another points target to hit. Right, I'm going to look to see where we're going to come back. I said we'd come back for the FA Cup. We might not be with the club by that point. Hopefully we will. So we'll come back for the Hull game and the Wolves game. 2 away games there. We've got 4 away games all on the trot there, but we've got 3 home games in a row next coming up. So yeah, we'll come back for the Hull and Wolves game. If you like that, please give it a big thumbs up. Please like and subscribe for more Football Manager 18 videos, and thank you very much for watching.